Hi Star Wars fans and welcome to the channel. On today's video it's a Black Series review. I know it's been a while. We just not had any good Black Series figures for a while in the UK. We're all still waiting for some really cool figures, and I've got a cool figure. Eventually it turned up early, so here we go. Wrecker at last. So as I always say, let's get it out of the box and watch the review. So here we have the big bruiser of the Bad Batch, Wrecker, with his enhanced strength and size and sense of humour. It's a big guy. I love this box. He's got his hands together there, ready to pound. Do like these bigger boxes, the deluxe ones. They probably could have made it a bit smaller, but he's got quite a big backpack, helmet and rifle. I love that artwork on the side. So here we have Wrecker out of the box with all his gear on. He's got his helmet on. He's got his rifle. He's got his backpack there. I love all this sort of detail. Nice bit of paintwork. We got the skull with a 99 on it. So you've got the red markings. Very nice dark grey. Some nice red there. There's lots of scratch marks on the armour. Bits of silver. Yeah, very bits of silver. You probably could do with a bit more weathering on it, a bit of a wash on it, but he looks really cool. And you can get some brilliant poses out of this guy. This is such a cool, I love this sort of action pose. You can see the really cool blade there. It takes over most of his leg. It's such a cool knife. It's sort of the Rambo inspired knife, isn't it? Really cool. I do love this figure, and I'm glad I've got it at last. And look, that helmet is so cool. I do love that helmet. It's one of the helmets that I hope one day Black Series might bring out. Very tempting. So we're going to take a closer look at the helmet. Oh, I love this helmet. I love the paintwork. It's just a simple design, isn't it? It's very different. He's got his own unique sort of helmet. He's got the vents there, sort of skull painted on. This is sort of they're supposed to be a 99, sort of done in the Star Wars way. It's great. And it goes all the way around. He's got this cool backpack. We can take a closer look at the markings, some of the paint. It's cool, isn't it? I always think sometimes there's some sort of like stabilizer backpack because he's such a big guy. You might need hands sometimes. Look at this. I just love this matte grey. It's absolutely cool. That decal's really nice. Look at the forearms. You get really close and see all the nicks they put in the armour to make it look sort of like dents and scars. I do like this. But what's one thing, this is the Republic Commando blaster, and it looks like a handgun in this guy. He's so big, it just looks so small. It's a shame. I think that they needed to give him a lot bigger weapon. But yeah, so check out some of the detail on it. Very nice. It's got those cool hand plates. They do some damage. Such a cool looking thing. There we go. So look at the legs. I love it. They've got put the dry brush and the bits of silver in places. It's great. So we've got the knife holder. It's got some detail on it. Big boots. Okay, let's take a look at him with the helmet off. He's always got that little smug look, isn't he? Tell he's supposed to be the sort of comedian of the show, with the humour. See the scar in there. I love the scar. There is one of his eyes is slightly damaged. Poor guy. Bold as a coot, and just like my head. Yeah, great. You can see there the ribbon on the neck, so you've got a tiny bit of the undersuit. You can get an idea of that sort of clown undersuit. I'm just going to see if we can get him to stand. Look at that. Perfect. Now I'm going to have to take a look. Oh, look at that. Let's have a look at this cool blade. Massive, isn't it? Some great detail. Two-tone colour. You've got the silver and the sort of light grey. And look at it. It's nearly as long as his arm. Brilliant. We'll take a quick look at some of the articulation on this guy. He's got some really good articulation. Look at that. It's been around really nicely. Let's have a look at the legs. Because he's got quite beefy armour. He's not going to go right up, but it's got, look at that. Feet can get nice. You can get them nice, like I did at the beginning. You get laid his leg out really nicely. Shoulders come up, so you've still got the very soft rubber shoulder bells. can get those arms up quite high. Hand rotation. Got the double joints. Head can move side to side. You've got a bit of movement. The heck of that. I think it's on a double ball jump. I like it. Of course, this arm around here is stopping you from getting some of those sort of, especially with the helmet on. But he's such a cool guy. Such a cool guy. And yep, backpack comes off pretty easily. Got a T-piece plug. Goes on pretty easy. And he stays on there pretty good. So here's my first pose. Like that. Got the helmet on, gun out, knife ready. There's some really good things you can do, some really good like posing, but knife and gun. So I'm gonna find some more. I like this pose, it's really cool, isn't it? Pointing the knife and the gun. Looks really good. Got him standing well. I like that. Getting the legs apart nicely. This is such a cool such a cool figure to pose. Look at it. It's always cool when they can remove their helmets and you can do this sort of, you know, resting your foot on your helmet. I know probably will never be done in real life, but it's just a bit of fun, isn't it? Just a pose, different way, so you can actually still use the helmet in the display and see his head at the same time. There's my last pose of the day. So thank you very much for watching this review. If you've got to the end of this video, you must have enjoyed it, so please hit that subscribe, hit that like, and please leave a nice comment. Thank you. And I just want to say a big thank you to all my patrons. And yes, at last I've done a Black Series review. Got back to doing my Black Series review, my main videos. So it's nice to get back to doing these figures. I do love doing these figures, and this is such a cool figure. Oh, this is probably an 8 out of 10, this Wrecker for me. It's such a cool figure. Yeah, so there you go, guys. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.